Good evening, I'm Maurice Dubois. John Dickerson is in Rome, and at this hour, mourners are filing past the coffin of Pope Francis inside St. Peter's Basilica. Since the viewing began yesterday, the line has been so long, the doors are being kept open well past the scheduled midnight closing. The Basilica shut down for only an hour early this morning for cleaning. Cardinals from around the world continue to arrive. They will be meeting next month to choose a new pope. And John, they say all roads lead to Rome, and it looks like at least one of them begins in New York.
Indeed, Maurice. We traveled more than 4,000 miles to Rome and wound up bumping into the priest from around the block. It's a small world drawn closer by Pope Francis, and for the church to thrive, it has to stay that way. As Catholics and the curious from around the world converged on Rome, we stopped by St. Patrick's Catholic American Parish to talk to the rector, who looked familiar.
Welcome to St. Patrick's. Come on in.
We were bonding over the choir at St. Paul the Apostle in New York City. Do you recognize this song? Where he had been a priest, my priest, for 3 years. Now Father Matt Berrios is watching the church he loves turn a page. What are you looking for in the next pope?
A shepherd, first and foremost. A man that can listen, a man that can lead, but a man that knows how to be humble.
Why is humility so important?
Because that is a pure imitation of Jesus. Being a leader is not about vaunting yourself. It's not about putting your name on buildings and proclaiming yourself. It's about putting yourself in love at the service and care of others, especially of the most vulnerable.
Sounds like your description of Pope Francis.
Absolutely.
The shepherd must smell like the sheep, Pope Francis said, and all day long the flock has gathered as bells pealed, the rain fell, to celebrate his push to put his life, his office, and his church among the people. Not everyone embraced Francis's style, yet in a church short on priests and losing parishioners, his authenticity, his joy, his humility wasn't just holy, says Father Matt, it was necessary. Does the church have to find a balance that allows it to be more accessible for people in a modern world?
I think so. It's trying to find the fundamental proclamation of faith and proclaim it in a way that is in the language of the everyday person, spoken in the language of the culture.
Some people we spoke with here say Pope Francis made the church feel close. So close, he could call himself the world's parish priest. The task for the church now? Finding a pope who nurtures that same feeling, where it's possible to run into your neighborhood priest in Rome and have it feel like more than a coincidence.
What a moment there, John. 20 years ago for John Paul's funeral, I remember walking along the incredibly long lines of people extending way out into the streets and how quiet and reverent people were. What are you seeing this time around?
It is exactly that, Maurice. Over my shoulder is a mass of people quietly moving through the cordons. In there, it's so brightly lit, you expect some kind of an event, a show, a sporting match or something, and it is so quiet. I mean, you can almost hear the heels beating on the travertine stone. Everyone is orderly, and they're going to be there for hours on the way to spend just a few seconds with Pope Francis.